In continuing with my flower series, today I'm going to pour a sunflower. It's going to be fun. Let's get started. Here we go. I have my 12 by 12 canvas and I'm going to pour the white background as I've done in my other flowers. I like having a wet background to work in. So this is just straight white and I'm going to spread it around. I want a nice layer white. I don't want it super deep, but I want to make sure I have nice coverage for with some white. Now I'm going to take a little bit of blue, just an accent of blue around the edges here. I don't want to put it in the middle because the sunflower is going to be in the middle. Just a little blue, just a little added interest, little bonus color. Just going to smear it around so you already have a few cells coming up. And that's my starting point for the sunflower. Now I'm going to pour the center of the sunflower first. I've got some black. I'm going to do a puddle pour here. Some gold. Some purple. And I might repeat these colors just a little bit. Slide it around just a little bit. Increase the size of the circle just a little bit before I start. Okay, now I'm going to blow in the middle. Okay, now what I'm going to do is take a drinking straw and I'm going to refine this a little bit. I want to increase the size of the circle, but in a little more controlled way. Turn it. Have some nice cells coming up with these colors I'm using. I just want to get a nice big sunflower circle going here. You don't need a perfect circle because nothing is a perfect circle. Let me see. Okay, we have some wild stuff going on here, but that's okay. We're not going to worry about that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the yellow petals, and I'm going to create a dirty pour of two different yellows. What I did with this yellow is I added a touch of red to it to make it just a little more to the orange side, and this is a straight cadmium yellow. I'm going to create a dirty pour with two colors. And for those of you who don't know what a dirty pour is, it's just two or more colors in the same cup. And then you pour it out. Since I'm pouring small amounts here, I'm going to stir it lightly. I don't normally stir a dirty pour, but I want to make sure both colors come out for these petals because they're small amounts. So here I go. I'm going to go around the edge of this center with petal colors. And now I'm going to take my small spatula and I'm going to pull these petals out into a sunflower petal shape. They don't all have to be the same size. They all go in different directions, kind of. So You can just have some fun with these. Sort of like a flame shape. It's okay if something goes off the edge too. See, the white underneath is mixing in a little bit. I kind of like that. I like working on the wet background. It does interesting things. So I'm just pulling out the color. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some black and my candy apple stick, which I use a lot for little details, and I'm going to outline these yellow petals in a little black. And I'm being kind of funky with my strokes here because I want it to be kind of wild looking. It doesn't have to be perfect outline. You want it to stay real fun looking, spontaneous. I jump around. I don't go in order. Okay, there's a nice fat sunflower. Now as I assess the flower, it looks a little one-dimensional. So if you know what sunflowers look like, there's often another row of petals behind. So I'm going to do that in a couple of places. I'm looking for an opening here, like right here. I'm just going to pour a little bit more here, and let's do it down here. Looking for a place that has the opening, and we'll do one more right here. It's less paint this time, but I'm going to drag these into little points again. So they look like they're behind, but they're also pretty fat, so you don't want them to look too tiny. I'm going to fatten them up, make them look like they're behind. Do one more here. Yeah, that's kind of fun. Now I just come back with my black and give them a little light outline. Reestablish that one. That one got lost a little bit. You can always keep playing as long as the paint is wet. You can assess what you need, what you want. If you've lost some detail, you can put it back in. This is looking pretty good here. I might do a little bit of black here. I noticed the black didn't show up much here in the center. It's kind of predominantly purple because you never know what's going to happen. So I'm just going to spot a little bit more black in here. And I think that's pretty good. That's a nice fat sunflower. If you're going to do sunflowers, remember they are big and bold, so make them go right off the canvas. Don't be wimpy with your sunflowers. They're one of our biggest flowers. They're just wonderful. And remember, there's an accidental quality to this type of painting. If you recall, when I first blew on this center, the purple went out, and I ended up covering up most of it with these yellow petals. It was right over in here, but there's still some purple splatters. I think it just goes to show, it just proves what kind of a method you're using here. It's fun, it's easy, and also remember, you have plenty of time to work with this. I could come back in 15 or 20 minutes and make some adjustments to this. There's plenty of time before it dries. The pouring medium keeps it wet for quite a long time. So don't feel rushed. Just enjoy the process and see what happens. That's what you do every single time. So you see what happens. You have an idea and then you see what happens. I have become an Amazon influencer recently, which means that I have a very large YouTube following thanks to you guys. And that gives me my own page on Amazon where I have all my supplies listed, easy to shop, easy to check out whatever I'm using, and it will always be current and updated. So I'm really excited to be an Amazon influencer, and I hope you'll click on the link below and save the link. It'll always be there for you if you're looking for supplies. So thanks for watching, and also remember I have a Patreon page. Again, the links are below. If you want to join us on Patreon, we have a lot of fun over there. Subscribe, comment, love to hear what you think, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.